had access to, and they were paid money to.
And I think that's something that, even though this is kind of like a side pulled away from even what he just said, speaking of having sex with multiple girls, one thing that's ridiculously important and always is going to reign true when it comes to game and women and shit like that is that you should always be talking to multiple women at the same time. You should be talking to as many women as possible at any one time. I'm talking about during eras of your life where you can afford to do that, right? I've already talked about a lot, especially on my YouTube channel, about how you're going to have seasons or eras of your life, right? When you're a young man, when you're in your 20s, your entire 20s should be about working and improving and getting smarter, stronger, faster, and as capable as possible. That's where all your time and attention should go, because it's from gaining those abilities that women are even attracted to you and aroused by you. You know, dealing with women really right now is honestly a waste of time, right? Or you should barely deal with them. Like if we took a year, let's say there's 12 months out of the year, you take 2 months in which you fuck around with girls a little bit just to make sure you're gaining experience, learning game, and of course, understanding the type of girl you'd want to deal with in the long term anyway. Understand? But even during this 2 month period, let's say you have this 2 month period where you're dealing with them, you should be dealing with as many girls as possible. Why? It helps you avoid having scarcity, because the unfortunate reality for a lot of dudes is that they think, oh, I just need to talk to one or two girls and I'll be all right. But these hoes, entitlement is through the roof right now. The amount of attention they get from guys is through the roof right now. If you think you're going to be able to fuck around and talk to just one or two girls at one time and you're going to be all right, you're in for a rude fucking awakening, because she's talking to like 15 dudes or like 20 dudes all at the same time and chilling. So do you think she's going to have any issue with flaking on your dumb ass, not texting your dumb ass, not following up on the date or any text or anything like that? No, she's not. Like, she's just going to flake on you at any point. So the only way that you as a man can combat that shit is through volume. You need to be talking to as many girls as possible. So you got girl number one over here or Stacy over here fucking up, you go talk to fucking Haley. If Haley's fucking up, you go talk to Shaniqua. If Shaniqua fucking up, you go talk to fucking Lucy, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're always in this position where you never feel scarcity, because if one girl over here is fucking up or flaking or whatever, you talk to this girl, you know? And I could go like more deeper into the shit, but the overall thing I want you guys to understand is that the only way you can protect yourself from having anxiety or scarcity is to be spinning as many places as possible, be talking to as many girls as possible. This puts you in a power position mentally, you know, because you probably already experienced before, and I have 100% experience before, where I was like, oh, I'm just only talking to one or two girls at one time. But the thing with doing that is like, if both these girls are on some bullshit or whatever, now I'm like in this position where like, damn, bro, I just meet hard, can't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to put yourself in this position where you're spinning as many places as possible during these small periods in which you're dealing with chicks out of your year. Small periods. Your primary focus and attention should be on becoming as capable, as smart, as rich, as influential as possible. Right? 80 to 95% of your year should be that shit. But you only spend like 1 or 2 months, you know, being able to get experience with women, practicing game, and like I was just been saying this entire time, spinning as many places as possible. Right? This way you have a lot of abundance in your mind, so you never make moves, especially when you're dealing with any of these chicks. You never make moves that are compromising, because a lot of dudes compromise their character or their frame out of desperation. Don't be like that. The way that you counter that is through talking to as many girls as possible. It's a quick side note thing there, but it's just important for you guys to understand, you know, because I do want you guys dealing with chicks. I want it to be very limited in as small periods of time as possible, because if you're in your 20s right now, or even in your teens, it should all be about grinding and improving. But I still want you guys to deal with them so you don't reach your 30s or whatever and you don't understand women at all, and then you marry a dumbass hoe and then you lose half your shit. Like, not worth it. You need actually female experience now. It's not like how the conservatives wanted back then, where these women, you know what I'm saying, you meet your wife at 18 and it's all good, you don't need to know female nature. Nope, you need to know that shit now or you're gonna get cooked. So